Why are we going to talk about Kingdom Hearts? No one, the thing doesn't make any sense at
Why
all.
aren't we going to talk about Kingdom Hearts? Look, you don't. It doesn't have to make sense. All you have to know is three things: friendship, light, the power of light, and the darkness within. Done.
Things need to make sense. I have to.
They actually do.
Things need to make sense.
Who was shocked to learn that Kingdom Hearts was a thing in the world of Kingdom Hearts and not just like the name?
Right? Like it wasn't just some like random RPG title. It was actually the name of the object.
Yeah, because I watched a video. I watched a couple of videos trying to explain the timeline, and they're all like, and then Ansem opened Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, what? That's a thing?
What the fuck? Did they open up an amusement park in the
No, it's like a magic power.
It's a giant heart that contains all this power, and the bad guy's trying to unlock it.
And if you open Kingdom Hearts, like watch out, like shit's getting real. But you also need like the 7 maidens of power.
It's 7 hearts of light and 13 hearts of darkness, which is why the bad guys are called Organization 13.
Mind blown.
I know.
Why are we spending so much time talking about
Kingdom Hearts just sold 5 million copies.
I told you it would. I told you it would be popular.
You were right. It outsold Resident Evil 2 by a very healthy margin, and I don't think that should surprise anybody because Kingdom Hearts fans are fucking rabid, and they've literally been waiting 13 years for this true fix.
Just sobbing.
I gotta tell you, I have been playing Kingdom Hearts 3, but I have not played a Kingdom Hearts game since 2006's Kingdom Hearts 2. And Kingdom Hearts may be the only franchise where side stories actually aren't side stories. They are literally integral to the plot. They all exist for a reason. And when you go in with a 13-year gap, the game is hilarious. Because there'll be Disney moments where you're like, yeah, we're fighting Heartless in Rapunzel's world. And look at Flynn Rider. He's such a rapscallion. And then this fucking dude in a black cloak will come out of a portal and be like, I need your body for a replica so that I can create a vessel for a heart of darkness so I can summon the unversed and open Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? At one point, someone used the phrase, what happened to the data, Sora? Implying that at one point, Sora had a copy made of him that was digital data and lived out his own life in a digital copy of the world we're playing in. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I remember the first game when you're like, oh, cool, Disney princesses. Now, who even could tell?
There's a lot less Disney and a lot less Final Fantasy in it.
Actually, yeah. Kogasu and Kogasu's been watching my streams. We all love Kogasu. And we noticed that in this game, especially compared to the first two, there has not actually been a Final Fantasy cameo. The first one had like Squall and Renault and Aerith and Sid and Cloud and Sephiroth.
Yuffie, everyone's favorite.
And then like part 2 had like Setzer was in it, and like they were just throwing Final Fantasy characters at us. And then at one point they're like, we have enough bullshit characters of our own. We're good. There's been none.
Yeah, that really takes some of the because the game was originally Final Fantasy X Disney.
Yeah.
And now it's just bullshit in Disney.
I got nothing.
I'm sure people love it. I'm not giving it the time of day.
Okay, so here's my question then, Chris.
Yeah, what?
What you don't play Kingdom Hearts?
No, I made it halfway through one like 5 times.
And I know Doug and Josh don't.
Nope.
What world Disney-owned IP property that if it was announced would be coming to a future Kingdom Hearts game, would you go, holy shit, I kind of want to play that?
I mean, the obvious answer is like a Star Wars theme world or a Marvel theme world. Or
losing it.
What about Big Hero 6?
Doug, we lost your voice. Big Hero 6 is in part 3.
Is it?
Yeah, we just haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, does Star Wars or Marvel would be the 2 big ones.
What about Bug's Life?
No, everyone hates A Bug's Life. Shut up.
True. Why not a Cars world at that point if we're just tossing out terrible ideas? Saki?
What about
Or
a
a
Home
Cars
on the
2
Range
world.
world?
Wait, what'd you say, Doug?
A Cars 2 world.
Cars world.
What about Home on
Cars
the
2.
Range world?
I'm not gonna
Not
lie.
Cars.
I'm shocked they didn't do a Cars world, considering how massively popular that franchise has been for them.
I want Pulp Fiction. And
You know what? Now that Disney owns Fox, why not an Aliens world? Where
dude, the X-Men can show up now. Yeah.
Indiana Jones world. I mean, we had Tron and Pirates. Indiana Jones might actually make sense. I want heartless Nazis.
Thanos opens Kingdom Hearts
The Infinity Gauntlet is Kingdom Hearts.
and eradicates half of all the hearts in the kingdom.
Oh, gosh. Josh is dying.
Matt.
Wait,
Matt,
can I give my real answer, though?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I thought a Princess and the Frog world would be awesome, like just a Disney-fied New Orleans with the voodoo bad guy.
I would like it if you brought that one in and you somehow mimicked hand animation, like the animated Spider-Man suit,
Oh God, that was so good.
because that was the last hand animated thing they did. You know.
Matt, can I tell you that I did watch the Let It Go sequence from Kingdom Hearts 3?
I'm not there yet.
I'll just tell you because it's not a spoiler. It's the entire sequence of Let It Go from Frozen, and then it cuts to Sora, Donald, and Goofy going, "Gosh, that's weird." It's wild.
What I love is when they do, because normally the first Kingdom Hearts game, you entered the world and the plot always took place after the movies. Like the points of the plot of the movies had already played out, and you're coming in and interacting with this world after the fact. But in Kingdom Hearts 3 so far, they're like, in the Tangled world, you literally play out through the movie. So you're just reliving the movie, and then at key moments like the death of Flynn Rider, where Rapunzel's hair's cut, she's sobbing into his lifeless corpse, and then it pans over to Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and they're just like, "Yeah, we're here too, guys." Gorsh. It kind of
Awkward.
Saki still crying.
Saki did still cry.
That Resident Evil 2 remake is really good.
I'm sorry, what? That was last week. We're talking about current events.
What if they did a crossover and Goofy has to go into the Resident Evil?
I mean,
Or
Josh,
I need Kingdom Hearts to defeat the T-virus.
Five Nights at Goofy, Saki says.
Oh,
We can talk about your Lord and Savior, Lord.
Sure.
What?
No, shut up.
Okay.
I'm just I don't know anymore, Matt. I don't know.
Matt,
It's okay. I just say
Matt, there's a 3-word answer for that. It's called no shut up.
So
I got a top 25 list for you.
Oh, do you?
Yes, a blast from the past, as it were. Cast your mind back to the year 2000.
oh no.
And cast your mind back to the fledgling IGN offices of the year 2000 as they rank the top 25 PC games of all time from June of 2000.
Can we go to the Wayback Machine and look at what the IGN website looked like in 2000?
I am certainly not stopping you.
Look,
All right.
Just
I'm gonna
remember, in
find
the year 2000, people, like a lot of people, didn't know Limp Bizkit sucked.
it's true. They were
A lot
very
of
big in
people.
2000.
Nickelback wasn't a joke yet. They were like number 2.
They were never a joke.
Rap rock was really taking off in America. We had unbridled optimism.
In the year 2000.
Right. I want to point out I just typed in music in 2000 just to give you a brief foray into what our culture looked like in 2000. These were the top songs. Are you ready?
Yeah,
We were doing it all for the Nookie.
Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears.
Oh,
I Played With Your Heart. Got Lost in the Game. A little song called Bye 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 by NSYNC. Also, 2000 was the year Eminem blew up because we got the real Slim Shady.
Yep,
Wow.
it's TRL year.
This was
All over the
definitely
place.
NSYNC's year because we also got It's Gonna Be May.
It's gonna bite my.
Also, some bands that we've never heard from since. Remember Nelly?
Yeah.
Because Nelly
Wow.
debuted in 2000 with Country Grammar.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Can I point out that 2000 was also the year of Kryptonite from Three Doors Down?
Oh, nice.
It's also the first Pink single.
It all
There
was.
you go.
Oh, there you go. And who let the dogs out? Of course, everyone.
Oh my God.
Jam from the year 2000.
Those poor Baja men.
Who are the Baja Men?
They'll never figure it out.
We got Sorry Miss Jackson.
Ooh.
That was a good song. That was the only one people still sing.
Mystical came out with Shake Your Ass. Watch
Oh
it.
God, I stand corrected. That is also one that people.
Guys, how do I post an image? You
Well,
guys
no, this rabbit hole goes so much deeper. Backstreet Boys was still
there
around.
we go.
All right, we're oh, of course, Ricky Martin, 2000. Who can forget Ricky Martin?
Is it Livin' La Vida Loca?
No,
I just saw an older Ricky Martin in that Gianni's Versace American Crime Story season. He's
All right, does everybody see what the IGN website page on May 11th, 2000 looks like?
No.
No, I don't know. You don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to do a screen thing.
you have
It's
to.
it's the green thing on the left-hand side that says screen share.
All right.
There it is.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Oh, no,
Oh my God.
no
Do
way.
y'all see that Dino Crisis 2? Do y'all see that?
Shit.
Ooh.
Bringing out
This is-
the dead.
This is what their website looked like in May of May 11th,
Oh, they have a
2000.
Was
I
it
love
a
they have a
Gear
section for
video?
men that is babes, cars, and etc.
Wait,
Gear.
Man.
because IGN used to have it was almost like a Maxim thing at that point. It was like video games, but also look at this girl in a bikini. Wait, keep talking, Josh. I want to see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we have Bringing Out the Dead. We got the Xbox files. I don't remember the Xbox. Oh, it's about the new Xbox website. The Grinch trailer. Remember that Jim Carrey Grinch movie?
I hate it.
Dino Crisis 2.
Josh,
I have to say, I think that should be the next remake.
Wait,
What?
hold on, everybody. Wrestling. Triple H's first era as champion. I just thought Chris would get a kick out of that.
Wow, that's he's on his 13th reign as champion.
Josh,
Well,
I need you to click on that E3 daily thing.
Oh, the E3 Daily thing?
Yeah, that was one of the links.
Oh.
E3 daily.
Okay, I am clicking on that link at this
Let's
moment,
see what,
and it's loading up.
Let's see what E3 2000 was like. Also, Kogasu's
I don't
in
know
chat. Everyone say hey.
I don't know if it's going to work that way because it's like the Wayback Machine, so it's like a screenshot of that website.
Damn.
Womp womp.
That's unfortunate. So if you're just catching up, Kogasu, basically, we are about to delve into the reason we are in the Wayback Machine is because Chris found a list from the far past of 2000, and it was in IGN's early days, and we're going to look at their top 25 PC games of all time through the lens of 2000. The world just recovered from Y2K, and we were not afraid to use our computers anymore.
So
Yeah.
I want you to give. I'm not sure how we want to rate this. I guess give your vote whether it should be in the top 100.
How about this? Let's just say, did it hold up?
Okay.
Because I have a strong feeling that none of them did.
Well,
Unless
let's see.
one of them is Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. Let's see. Number 25 is Duke Nukem 3D.
I mean,
I guess.
It still kind of holds up. It's still playable.
yeah. If one of these is like a Doom or something, I think it'll hold up, but I don't know about the rest.
I mean, the thing is, Duke Nukem, maybe in 2000, Duke Nukem was still a big deal. But I don't think in any way, shape, or form would that hold up today.
I think it would be in one of the lower numbers.
It wouldn't they wouldn't write it the way they did. If they did, it would just become a controversy and then fizzle out. There's no way you can get away with Duke Nukem right now.
No, but I think like historically, I think it would be like in the 100 and like the 90s.
Maybe.
I think it still holds up. Number 24, Wasteland.
Eh.
I think Wasteland has been replaced fully by Fallout. So
Yeah.
Well, also Wasteland was like it's a CRPG, so it's been replaced fully this generation with the new resurgence of the genre, like Divinity: Original Sin and Pillars of Eternity, and actually Wasteland 3.
Yeah, this was the 1988 release, but I just it's been done. Number 23, Unreal Tournament.
Man,
Oh wow.
that's been replaced by literally everything now.
Yeah.
The
Sorry.
Unreal Engine is still relevant. Everything else.
Yeah, the engine is relevant, but not the franchise. Like,
No.
can you imagine just being Epic Games? This is a slight tangent, but my God, how great is it to work at Epic Games? Not only create Gears of War, and you're a legacy company because you created the Unreal Tournament series, but then you're like, you know what, our engine is pretty damn good. Let's license it, and suddenly 90% of all games are made from the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
Then you make Gears of War, and then you go, fuck it, Fortnite. So not only is every other game licensing you, but now you're also making millions of dollars a day selling skins. I don't know.
Yeah. No, like you never had to make another Unreal. Like it wasn't even like they could have, but why? Quake was Unreal Tournament the next year. You know what I mean? Like everything changed, and then like they just licensed out the engine. That's it. That's all you ever needed to do. Right now. It's brilliant, actually.
Number 22, Syndicate. Peter Molyneux's early PC game.
Yeah, I've literally never thought about that again. So
I remember when they tried to bring it back and revive it.
weird.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? Number 21, Aces of the Pacific.
Oh yes, the timeless classic Aces of the Pacific.
Yeah, I feel like there's been so many better fighting game air fighting games that.
Chris, do you remember where you were the first time you played Aces of the Pacific?
Let me tell you about the time I built a computer from scratch just so I could make sure I could run Aces of the Pacific.
If I had played Aces of the Pacific as a child, who knows where I'd be today?
Clearly in a better place. Poor Josh.
What?
I don't know. You just look so like zoned out. Do you not remember Aces of the Pacific, Josh?
Not at all. I didn't really play many PC games before 2000.
Don't worry. Aces of the Pacific was one no one played.
Yeah, I don't know that this would hold mustard nowadays. Sam and Max Hit the Road is number 20.
Well,
I like the Sam and Max
Sam and
games.
Max series, I feel holds up, but that's just the whole point and click adventure LucasArts games in general.
Yeah.
Does the original still hold up, or have the newer ones taken its place?
See, that's a hard question because it's been so long since I've touched the original. The most recent Sam and Max, I think, for most people was Telltale's Sam and Max.
Yeah.
Which kind of revitalized it. So I don't know. I want to say that pedigree and name, I'd put it at least in the top 100.
Okay.
Whether or not it holds up, I think there's been way better point-and-click adventure games since.
I think The Walking Dead kind of nukes that.
I don't know. I think that's different.
Is it?
Walking Dead, like from Telltale from Walking Dead onward, was a completely different company from beforehand. Do you remember before Walking Dead, Telltale was doing they did the Back to the Future game, they did the Strong Bad game,
And the Jurassic Park game, yeah.
Jurassic Park, and they did Sam and Max. No, Jurassic Park was post. Was it? No, what? I don't know. They were two different companies basically.
Okay. Let's see. Number 19 is Homeworld from Sierra and Relic Entertainment. I've never heard of this.
Chris, do you remember Sins of the Solar Empire?
Sure do.
That was basically Homeworld.
Okay. Well, yep. All right, number 18 is Wing Commander 2, Vengeance of the Kilrathi.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wing Commander.
I have never played a
Wing.
Wing Commander game.
No,
Wing
but like I
Commander.
still have memories. This is more than all the other games so far because I still have vivid memories of Wing Commander. It's weird. Maybe it's because later they have Mark Hamill. I don't know. And a big lion man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now this next one, Chris, can I say it?
You may.
Because this next one still is in my top 10 games of all time. And that is Command and Conquer Red Alert. The pinnacle.
Yeah.
Westwood in the late 90s just could not be stopped between Command and Conquer and Blade Runner. Man, I miss them. But yeah, Red Alert took so much of my childhood. We played it for so long. It was also one of the first games to have online, so you could play against other people around the world, which was just mind-boggling. Chris, would you be the Soviets or would you be Europe?
I would probably be the Soviets. I think Tim Curry leads the Soviets.
Tim
Yeah.
Curry
Yeah.
the Soviets.
So
Well, that
yeah,
was Red Alert 2, but same thing.
yeah. Number 16 is Populous 2, Trials of the Olympian Gods. Another Peter Molyneux game.
Nope.
I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
It's incredible how high we all were on Peter Molyneux before the unpleasantness.
Well, that's because he brought you Fable, Chris.
He also brought us what was it, Milo?
Oh yes, everyone's favorite Project Natal demo.
Oh, I love Project Natal.
But wasn't that the last thing that he did?
No, the last thing he did was oh god, it was a huge flop. Oh man, what was it? Hold on. Keep talking, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually think the first Fable would probably be like his last really great game, even though it didn't deliver any of the promises that.
There we go. His last game was Goddess, Godus. It was supposed to be a return to form to the his previous game, Black and White, which was like a god.
Yeah.
It had a big Kickstarter, and then it never left early access, and then it got canceled.
That's right. I remember all that. That was fun.
Was it?
Yeah, I like hearing Kickstarter stories of when things go bad.
Why?
Okay.
I don't know. It just kind of makes me laugh a little bit. It's a little schadenfreude.
Kickstarter's a lot like pretty much anything else where people love to, and they'll remember the failures and then point to that as a reason not to support it, and just willfully ignore the dozens and dozens of high-profile games that have been successes from Kickstarter, and they're like, "Oh wait, that was a Kickstarter game." I'm like, yeah.
No. I love Kickstarter, and I think there deserves to be a place for Kickstarter. I just think that when people like Peter Molyneux fail on a huge level on Kickstarter, I find that very funny.
Oh, you're right. And Party Number 9 would have been hilarious had I not been suckered in from it.
Yeah, that's a real problem for you.
And me.
And all of you.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
I like when Spike Lee's Kickstarter failed. That was my personal favorite.
Number 15 probably still deserves to be here, SimCity 2000.
Yeah.
Although I think it's been outclassed by City Skyline.
I don't know. SimCity 3000 is still my standard bearer for it.
2000 or 3000?
3000.
Okay, well, 3000 didn't exist yet, so.
No, but I'm just saying.
All right. I think City Skyline is better.
But that's the problem. It's like most EA franchises, it got replaced because they just stopped making them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Number 14, Star Wars TIE Fighter.
Oh, wow.
I love this game. I don't know that it holds up because I haven't been able to find a joystick to play it. But I don't know. Maybe in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. There hasn't been a good space combat game since then, really.
No.
Not really.
What about Star Citizen, Chris?
Is that out?
No.
Of course,
it's an eternal beta. You can play it if you want to pay.
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky's got some stuff, so that's cool.
Oh, I was thinking we should take a little side note and talk about the Anthem demo that happened that I spent 30 minutes on after spending a few hours trying to log in to the servers, and then 30 minutes of a pile of hot steaming garbage.
I had the complete opposite.
Oh my god. Pile of hot steaming garbage.
Who was that?
I don't know. I don't like it. I had the complete opposite reaction. I had a group to play with. The game did crash out on me a few times. Maybe three or four times in the 2 sessions I had.
Yeah.
But granted that it was like a pre-alpha build.
What game?
Anthem.
Oh yeah, we played it together.
We did. It was a pre-alpha build, and I can kind of forgive that. So I respectfully disagree. I thought it was fine.
Here's the problem though. It was fine, it was fun, but in this day and age, the fact that they're treating it like a Destiny game, is it a game that is going to keep your interest and keep you coming back playing month after month?
We'll
is it worth
out
cutting out Mass Effect Andromeda from it and throwing that into the shitter?
I mean, you can feel the Mass Effect DNA in Anthem because the combat with a group plays just like Mass Effect 3's co-op.
There's also a very similar mechanic. There's something that directly resembles the terraforming device. Like it's like the rest of Andromeda. And if you put those 2 games together, you get something stellar. You separate them and you have like 2 okay games that don't like actually hold water by themselves. Like
we don't know if Anthem will be okay or not. I think Anthem's got some potential we can work with.
I don't think it's going to be what they're trying to make it.
Maybe
a direct competitor for Destiny. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
maybe, but I don't think so.
I don't know. It was too clunky. I think it felt like everything had a weight to it. It didn't seem like anything flowed really well. The combat seemed like, oh, okay, this is Mass Effect. Why are you doing this to me? And I didn't like it that I could only pick one of the javelins.
Well, you had to level up to get the other ones.
Yeah, but 30 minutes of, not hooking me in. So PC games.
Number 13, Alone in the Dark.
Oh, I remember.
The 1992 release.
Ooh, Alone in the Dark.
I feel like there have been way scarier PC games that have come out.
Huh.
The isosceles triangle has 2
Excuse me? What about an isosceles triangle?
Are you learning geometry while we're trying to talk?
Yes. I was trying to pull something up and it auto-played an ad.
For isosceles triangles?
Look, I don't know. Chris, what's number 12?
Number 12 is something called Elite. I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know either. Look, Firebirds Elite was one of the greatest games ever made. Sure, buddy.
I mean, maybe. We've never heard of it, so,
Okay. It says other games influenced. Let's see. This was one of the first space combat sims, so it influenced games like Wing Commander and stuff like that. This is from 1987.
Okay. Number 11, Diablo. Wow, they apparently hated Diablo 2.
Maybe Diablo 2 didn't come out yet.
No, they said, okay, so we didn't go goo goo gaga over Diablo 2.
Really?
Oh, apparently.
Yeah, I love Diablo 2.
Oh, you know what? I actually prefer Diablo 1 to Diablo 2 because I have so much more nostalgia for Diablo 1.
Yeah, that's true.
But Diablo 2 came out like 2000, right? Like in
roughly.
Yeah, it had just come out apparently by this time.
Yeah, so Diablo 2 didn't really like catch fire until like 2001, 2002 because of the online aspect of it.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, what's the better Diablo, 1, 2, or 3? if you could only put one on a list.
Oh, if you can put one Diablo on the list,
2. For me personally, I mean,
I would say 3.
I would say 3 also.
Really.
Yeah. Diablo 2 has never sucked me in, but Diablo 3 Diablo 3 worked for me.
For me, that's why, because I just remember, I mean, they're all good, but 2 is the only one that I dedicated any significant amount of time to.
Sure.
I played 3 and I thought it was consistent with the other 2, but it had been 15 years or whatever, and I thought it just was juvenile and silly, and it took me out of it.
Yeah, that's
the same way.
It came out and so much had advanced and changed since 2, but it felt like 3 just was a prettier 2.
It was also, it suffered from being after StarCraft 2, so I was expecting that level of jump.
Yeah.
And instead it was another Diablo game. It was exactly the same. The graphics were better, but like it wasn't like a better story or more complex or anything. You know, StarCraft really, it like shoved a bunch of Firefly in there. It got way more in depth, you know.
StarCraft 2 was a huge upgrade.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's number 10, Chris?
Number 10 is Half-Life 1.
Okay.
So I think we can all agree it was way surpassed by Half-Life 2.
And Half-Life 3 just wipes the floor with them.
I love Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
I like Half-Life 2.2.
Yeah. I have all 52 of the games, none of which are 3.
Yeah.
They came with my Steam box or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember Orange Box. Orange Box was one of the greatest things that had come out. Like, that was unprecedented.
Yes. Number 9 is something called Master of Magic from Simtex and Microprose.
I'm sorry?
Master of Magic?
What the fuck?
It looks like it's from a Heroes of Might and Magic kind of world.
Oh, like RPG-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like a fantasy. The way I'm reading it, it reads like Sid Meier's Civilization, but in a fantasy setting.
Oh. That's kind of cool.
Master of Magic?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought it was going to be like stage magicians. How lame.
Number 8 is Doom.
There we go.
Yeah.
Doom not only is super relevant right now, but I would play the original game again. Like I just for fun, I would just sit down and play that. That Wolfenstein Doom format is still enjoyable. Like even looking shitty, it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to look good.
I agree, and I think the 2016 Doom is one of the best games of the decade. But there's still something about loading up original Doom that's very comforting.
Yeah, it's like
and I think it's one of those things that kids of a certain generation just will understand why Doom deserves to be here, and other kids are just like, this game is terrible.
I can picture kids of this generation looking at Doom and being like, wow, this is a sick Minecraft mod.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No. Yeah. That's yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think you're underestimating them. I think you're directly estimating them properly when you say they would think it's a Minecraft mod. But when you say they wouldn't like it, I think if you get them to play it for longer than a minute and a half, they'll play the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like at first look, they're gonna be like, this looks like garbage, and then a little bit in, you won't care. It's your imagination will have to kick in.
Yeah. Number 7 is StarCraft 1. Or I guess StarCraft, because we hadn't gotten to 2 yet.
Yeah.
StarCraft.
Had there been a Brood War yet? Was there even a expansion?
Brood War came out in 2000, I think.
Oh. Yeah, with the Doom 2. I mean, with the Diablo 2. Yeah. Because it used to be like one after the other, kind of.
Hold on, I'm looking up right now. StarCraft Brood War came out in... 99. So it was out.
Okay.
So it looks like they're just considering it, because back in the day, expansion packs were considered part of the main game.
Yeah, that just finished the game.
Yeah. Like Warcraft 3's Frozen Throne was still just Warcraft 3.
Which don't you wish like that was still a thing? Like
Yeah.
that would have made the middle games between Assassin's Creeds like it makes the number meaningful.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I think like Brotherhood and oh god, what was the other one?
Revelation.
Revelations should have just been
Here you go. like just download these. They're never coming out on disc. It's part of your game, you know.
And then afterwards you release a full price
deluxe.
Assassin's Creed 2 is complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore, guys. Those days are done.
No,
Yeah.
we're not even gonna finish the game before we sell it to you.
Has anyone played the remastered StarCraft?
Yes.
Is it good?
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, they remade 1 in the engine of 2.
What?
Yeah, it's on the Blizzard launcher on whatever on battle.net.
And it's
Now
completely
you ruined my life. I've got to go. Get
sorry.
Number 6 is Tetris.
I don't know. I hesitate to call that a PC game, even though that's where it started. Because to me, it was the Game Boy that made it blow up.
Yeah, it's a Game Boy game and then a phone game. It launched both of those things. Like there wouldn't be games on your phone. It still Tetris started coming with your phone. Like and then you're like, ooh, and then you're in line or something and you're playing Tetris. It's the perfect game for portable.
Here's a fun question. Who can name, besides Chris, who's looking at the same thing I am, the 3 sequels to Tetris?
What?
The creator of Tetris he made 3 follow-up games to try and capitalize on the success of Tetris, and all were miserable failures.
Did he make Zoop?
No. So Hatris, Weltris, and Facetris.
What?
I have never heard of these until I saw this on this sentence.
Me either. I mean, probably because they never came out of Russia.
Did they do well in Russia?
No.
No, because you could pirate everything in Russia. No one pays for anything.
All right, what we got?
Crazy.
Number I'm sorry, let's see.
5.
Number 5, Ultima Underworld, the Stygian Abyss. I have never played an Ultima game.
This is no, I think this is Ultima 3. I don't know. There's so many Ultima games.
There's
so online games.
There's so many Ultima games.
I've never played a single one though.
No, so I guess it belongs. Number 4, Civilization.
It got replaced by every other Civilization game.
I think Civilization 5 is the best.
Have you played 6 yet?
No, not yet.
I think Civilization is one of the few games where each sequel is successively better than the previous because it builds on them iteratively, and it never feels like I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to put into words, but it's one of the few franchises that you don't go back and be like, oh, I miss Civilization X.
Yeah,
I missed Civilizations 3.
No, you didn't. God damn that, Josh.
I have a friend who still plays like the Civilization 2 or whatever, like on his computer.
I still play Civilizations 3.
I've seen the YouTube video of the Eternal Civilization that someone built.
Yeah,
it's pretty wild.
Insane.
Number 3 is Sid Meier's Pirates.
Okay.
Is this better, or is the remade version that came out on the Xbox better?
Probably that. Probably the Sid Meier's Pirates remake, but I don't know because I never played the original.
It came out in 1988 when I don't think anyone had a computer.
It's true. I know I didn't.
No, I didn't. Number 2, Dune 2, Building of a Dynasty.
Oh, yeah, Westwood back at it. This was the game. This was the first RTS game.
Yes.
The first real-time strategy that paved the way for Warcraft, StarCraft, Command and Conquer, all of it. This game is really good, but it's really hard to go back to because you realize all the quality of life things that they've added to the genre since Dune. And then you go back and you're like, oh, this is hard. This is bad. I don't know how I can do this. It does not hold up, but you gotta give it props for being the granddaddy of the entire genre.
Okay. Nope, never played it.
Nope.
Finally, number 1, the greatest PC game of all time, XCOM UFO Defense.
What? XCOM, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I only know of XCOM as the game that crazy OCD people play nowadays.
Yeah. What did the old XCOM look like?
Oh, it was rough. Here, I'll show you.
While you're pulling that up, I have a list of honorable mentions.
Okay.
We have Sword of the Samurai,
Oh yeah.
Master of Orion, Ultimas 3 and 4, A Bard's Tale, Road War 2000 and Road War Europa, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Tribes, Quake 2, Mail Order Monsters, Warcraft 2, that's a game I've heard of, Castles, Shards of Spring, King's Quest 5. Get the fuck out of here with that.
King's Quest 6 is the best. What the fuck?
Get out of here. Give it to 3. Get out of here, losers.
3.
It's 6.
It's
Frank
not.
Alexander of Daventry shits all over King's Quest 3, sir.
Alexander's the main character of King's Quest 3 too, idiot.
First of all, I bet we're talking about the same game because it's exactly like Final Fantasy.
I know, right?
King's Quest 6 is the best King's Quest game, bar none.
No, it's not. The Secret of Monkey Island, Zork, System Shocks 1 and 2. Shocking that System Shock 2 didn't make the list.
All right, Josh, I'm talking so you can see the screenshot of what XCOM...
You know, if you click someone's portrait at the bottom, you could just see their screen.
Okay, well, click my screen, Josh, so you can see.
That's awful.
That's XCOM, baby.
Where was I? Centurion, The Pool of Radiance, Baldur's Gate, Starflight, Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, Grim Fandango, Wolfenstein 3D, Fallout, Myth, Star Control, Battletech, The Crescent Hawk's Inception, and Star Control 2.
Wait up, these were all
honorable mentions.
Whatever.
I can't believe Myst wasn't even like an honorable mention.
Or Blade Runner.
Or Blade Runner. You know what? I'll accept Blade Runner. There's a lot of things that I'm surprised didn't even make the cut.
Yeah. Like Quake.
Yeah, but Quake 2? Really?
I know.
None of it makes any sense.
No. I mean this was 2000. It was a less than light in time.
It was a lesson light in time.
So
yes, it was.
Let's jump ahead 7 years to 2007. They remade the list. Let's see what they did.
Okay, let's speed it up a bit. We'll end it after this list.
Yeah. So number 25, Il-2 Sturmovik, another flight simulator for World War II.
But they really like their
Flight simulators used to be like really popular.
They really did.
Number 24, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Which is weird because they were released in 98, but it wasn't good enough to put on the other list, apparently.
That's the time.
Number 23, Unreal Tournament 2004.
Oh, they upgraded.
Yeah. Number 22, The Sims.
Okay, wait, real quick, Chris. Sorry. I'm looking at the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six screenshot, and I keep forgetting what that era of 3D PC games always looked like. Human models were so bad.
They're not great.
All the time. Like, I'm looking at this and be like, at one point, people thought this was the future.
This was as good as it was going to get.
Yeah.
Number 21, Mech Warrior 2, 31st Century Combat. One of my favorite games. But it also came out in 95 and wasn't good enough then. So.
Oh, there you go, Chris. Number 20, baby.
Number 20, Deus Ex. Greatest game of all time.
That game does deserve to be on the list. And it still holds up because you can mod the graphics into not looking like a piece of garbage.
I know. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Oh, that game looked rough.
Number 19, Warcraft 2, The Tide of Darkness.
Huh.
Yes.
Number 18, Call of Duty, Vanilla.
Is that what we're
The
going to call it?
original Call
That's
of
what I'm
Duty,
calling it.
2003. Vanilla. Call of Duty Vanilla.
Number 17, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, there's no way that wasn't making the list.
No. Number 16.
Wait. Think about it. In 2007, Chris, that is when the second expansion, the Frozen Throne, or what was that one?
Burning Crusade.
No, that was the first expansion.
Okay, so the second one was
The ice one where you fought Arthas. The damn it.
I forget what it's called.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wrath of the Lich King.
Oh, that's right.
That was
Lich
pinnacle.
King.
The game has never hit the highs it hit during Wrath of the Lich King.
It's still super popular, though. It's crazy. Number 16, The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion.
Nope. Fuck that noise.
Okay.
I think it's good.
I think for 2007, I would have put it on my list. Number 15, Grim Fandango.
Okay.
Boy, they really went back on some of these decisions.
I know, right? They really rethought that. They were like, oh, this was actually a good game.
Oh, sorry. Number 14, Company of Heroes.
That was a fun ass game.
Oh, that was a good game.
Number 13, System Shock 2.
There you go.
Sorry, Tetris. Our bad.
Don't know why we put Tetris on this list, but System Shock is now on the list.
Number 12, Battlefield 1942.
Real
wow.
quick, has any of the first list games made it to this list?
Well, we just got one. Number 11, Sid Meier's Pirates.
Okay.
Next page.
Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires 2. Yeah. I don't care for the Age of Empires series.
Yeah, they're not as good.
Number 9, Half-Life 2. That should probably be way higher, but what do I know?
Nothing, literally.
Uh-huh. Number 8.
Still on?
Huh?
SimCity still made it.
Number 8, SimCity 2000. Number 7, Baldur's Gate 2, The Shadows of
Yeah, that was the big expansion of Baldur's Gate 2, I believe. No,
Yeah.
never mind, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. That's the base game.
Number 6, StarCraft in the same spot.
Nice.
Number 5, Fallout. Fuck you, Wasteland.
Yeah.
Number 4, Rome Total War.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Total War games were huge in that timeline.
It's true.
Yeah, they were.
Number 3, TIE Fighter. That bumped up a lot.
Yeah.
Number 2, Civilization 4.
See, told you. Once a
Yeah.
new Civilization game comes out, it just replaces it.
And number 1, XCOM UFO Defense.
Really?
Still.
Enough.
Still.
That game cannot be that good.
Apparently it's great.
It is really damn good, Josh.
I don't believe it.
Hey, I didn't make the list. Talk to IGN of 2007.
Well, IGN's got its own little thing that it does. Those people.
Those people. What do you mean by those people?
That's exactly what I mean. They're those people.
Uh-huh.
They're the type of people that will put XCOM UFO Defender #1 on this list and forget about all the other PC games that have come out.
I just think it's funny that it was still the best game 7 years later.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy talk.
That's fun. All right. Those were some good lists.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'm glad I'm just talking about lists to myself.
Lists, but it really just drives home. Julian or Kagasu in chat's going like, IGN gave God Hand a 3 out of 10.
Well, we all know that God Hand is the greatest game ever.
Wow.
God Hand might be the best game that got the short end of the stick by IGN, because when God Hand came out, IGN and Game Informer were like the only two places people gave any stock in for reviews. And so when God Hand got a 3, people like lost their mind. They were like, "This must be a shit game." And then you find out that it's because the guy was so bad at the game he couldn't make any progress. Can you imagine if someone gave the Dark Souls and Demon Souls a 2?
Oh.
It was too hard.
Man.
But anyway, what I was trying to say was, Chris, the thing that drives home these lists for me is the fact that I did not play PC much in the 90s outside of Westwood games like Command & Conquer and Blade Runner.
Mhm.
I was a console. I was doing Super Nintendo. I was doing PlayStation. I was doing N64. I was not gaming on my PC very much. And I think it's because at the time, if you had a PC at home, you weren't building the art of building a computer to play games was kind of unheard of. You were using it for schoolwork, or you were just at the school's computer lab.
Yeah.
So many of these games I never really touched.
Yeah, I agree. We had a PC, but it was not a gaming PC. It was just, hey, I need to do work at home, and if it plays games, that's cool. So I remember buying Diablo 2, and then it wouldn't run, and I didn't understand why. And then my uncle was like, "Your computer's not strong enough for this." Like, computers have strength levels? It was very sad for Chris who had to return Diablo 2.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. Also, my favorite thing is I just clicked on a link for top 25 Game Boy Advance games, also from 2007, and people are still commenting on it.
Wow.
That is hilarious.
Wait, what are they commenting on?
The top 25 Game Boy Advance game list from 2007.
Oh, can we hold on to that for next time?
Yeah, sure. There's a game that has a comment from 2 months ago.
Dude,
read the comment.
What a
Advanced
great
card games, 13, Metroid Fusion 22, thumbs up emoji, okay sign emoji. But seriously, Metroid Fusion and the Minish Cap are obviously the best GBA games.
Oh my god, okay.
Dude, that would be a great place to start a secret community, is on a comment thread from 2000 on some obscure video game. You just start, you can just plan anything you want. A revolution.
Right?
That's true. This is a fact.
You can go to the past and have discussions.
I have a question for Doug and Josh.
Yeah.
Did either of you play Advance Wars?
Nope.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Yep.
I remember hearing the name, but I don't
It was
remember.
Nintendo's art strategy game like Fire Emblem, but it was done in a modern day war setting. Because they just came out with a game called Wargroove.
Yeah.
I have been cracked out on. It's basically Axiom Verge was to Metroid. Wargroove is to Wars. It's basically a developer going, well, if Nintendo's not going to make one for over a decade, I guess we are. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I love it when companies are like, you know what, just fuck it. We'll just do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just make that game.
Good.
The first thing that popped up is that players are making Advance Wars and Fire Emblem maps inside Wargroove.
Yeah, because it has the most ridiculous creator and editor in it. You can actually create your own cutscenes and campaign story modes.
Oh my god!
Upload them for people to play.
Okay, I might have to check that out.
It's on Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and computer.
Yes.
It's really darn good. Wargroove. I'm going to give you a hint right now. I'm doing a review for it, right? And guess what the tagline is for the review?
Uh-huh.
How Advance Wars got its groove back.
No. But also, okay.
I'm so proud of it.
I would allow that to be published. I got to give it to you. I wanted to hate it.
But you can't because it's so good.
But it's a good headline. It's good.
No. No, Matt. You're not allowed to publish that.
All right.
You are. Publish it. I like it.
Yeah, no.
It's right there. You have to.
Yeah.
It is there. I think I got nothing.
Josh is exhausted by life right now. How long without coffee, Josh? Can you do math without coffee?
All right. Well, on that note, I guess we're done. So next week we will not be here. Next week we're busy.
How come whenever you talk about this, you lose the ability to speak?
Look, I want to point out I am still doing my Kingdom Hearts 3 stream series where I play the game with no prior knowledge. You should join me and Kogasu because we have a lot of fun, and it sure would be nice to be supported by my NOLA Nerdcast buddies, Chris.
Can I join you anytime?
Yeah, please.
Can you send me an invite anytime?
Sure.
Can I play another game while you're doing it?
Sure.
Can we be in chat together?
Yeah.
And then you can tell me all about your amazing adventures in Disneyland?
Yeah, it'll be fun. I just entered the Monsters Inc. world, and I got to tell you, Goofy is fucking horrifying.
I don't care for Monsters Inc.
It's one of my least favorite Pixar films, but you know what? Who even cares? I just like it. It's somehow different. Movies I don't care for as much. When it's in a Kingdom Hearts world, I'm interacting with them, and I'm like, I'm in a Disney game. I like it better somehow.
Yeah.
Unless they try and make a Hunchback of Notre Dame world, in which case I'll just turn the game off and delete it.
That's okay. That's you assuming there'll be a Kingdom Hearts 4 released in our lifetime.
There will never be a Kingdom Hearts 4, but you damn well know there's going to be 17 more spin-offs.
Yeah,
Why?
that's okay. They'll be on like your phone. You won't have to play them.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
All right,
back.
guys. So we're out. We'll be gone. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Everyone say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
That's Chris and Josh and Doug, and we love you guys.
We love everybody who tunes in.
Yes.
Yay.
Much love.